Hi everyone, this is Kanna Babu. The last session we discussed about some basic programs in JavaScript and dialog boxes in JavaScript, alert box, confirm box, and some other prompt box. So today we'll discuss about what is DOM. DOM is very powerful in JavaScript. Document Object Model. Is it clear? Generally, whenever you develop any web application, we already know. Whenever you develop any web application consists of what? Files. Whenever you develop any application, after developing the application, you have to deploy that application on the server. Server is a common place which will provide services to the client. Server will act like a bridge between client as well as database. Is it clear? Any web application, one browser is required, one server is required, one database is required. If it is a dynamic web application, database is required. Static web application, no need of database. So whenever you develop any web application, you have to deploy that application on web server. So whenever we develop any web application, we have to deploy that application on web server so that end user can access the application via browser and internet. Application consists of what? Files. Files means .html files, .js files, .css files, .aspx files, .php files, all the code related files. Because application consists of code only. If you develop any application, you have to write some code. These all code you will keep inside the file. .html file, .js, .css, .java, .py, .aspx, etc. Is it clear? Now server is act like a mediator between browser and client. It will provide the services to browser. It will send it will accept the request given by the browser and it will send the response to the browser. Leave about database. So what I'm telling, whenever you develop any web application on the server, then what will happen? End user will open browser. End user will open what? Browser and enter URL. End user will open browser and enter URL. Even HTML page also you have to keep on where? Server, because HTML also always, what is the advantage, what is the difference between desktop application, web application? Desktop application everyone must install. Web application, the application that was kept in server and it can be accessible by everyone throughout this world. Global accessibility is there for web application. Desktop application, manual installation is required. Web application, global accessibility. Keep the application the common place where everyone can access. That is web application. So let us assume in my particular, if I develop any HTML application, I'll keep that HTML application. Let us assume my page name is index.html. This is my HTML page. Is it clear? I developed one HTML page. So whenever after developing the application, keep that application on that server so that end user will access the application via browser and internet. So end user will open browser and enter URL and enter what? URL. For example, I will try to write some URL http:// some localhost some 1086 slash some index.html, something like that. So here HTTP is a protocol. It is a communication protocol which is used to create the communication between client and server. It is responsible to send the request to the server and it is responsible to send the response back to the browser client. So localhost is the server name. 1086 is port number. Every web application will run under one particular server like IIS or Apache or JBoss. Lot of web servers are there. If you .NET people mostly use IIS, Java people will use JBoss, Python, PHP they will use Apache Tomcat, something like that. So after developing the application, developing the application, we need to deploy the application on the server so that end user will access the application via browser and internet. So end user will open browser and enter URL. Then what will happen? Request will go to the server. Request will go to server. And here server will search for what? File. Server will provide services to what? Browser. Server will search for which page? Index.html. Index.html and index.html page. Index.html page is loaded in browser. This index.html page is loaded in where? Browser. All the files are available in server only. Browser will connect to the server and access the files and the end user will interact with browser. Let us assume here I have some index.html page is there, and this page I will write some HTML tag, and here I'll try to close the HTML tag. Okay na? And here I'll try to open the head tag. I'll try to open head tag, and here I'll try to close the head tag. This is my HTML page. So let us assume this is index.html page is loaded in the browser. Is it clear? Whenever the HTML page is loaded in browser, then a tree structured format hierarchy is created within your browser. Did you understand what is happening? After developing the application, keep that application on server so that end user will open browser and enter the URL. Then request will go to the server. Then server will search for that index.html page, and index.html page is loaded in browser. Whenever the index.html page is loaded in browser, a tree structured hierarchy will be created that is called as DOM, document object model. So here one top level object is window, and here you can see bottom level object is document. In this one you have you already have the HTML is there, and here you have head, here you have body, and here you have title, and here you have form, and within that form here you have T1, here T2, here T3, text box, 4 text boxes are there. This is your DOM, input elements are there. Is it clear? This is your DOM, document object model. Did you understand? Means all HTML elements are converted into JavaScript objects. A tree structured hierarchy is created. Generally, how you have in your family, father, son, grandfather, grandfather, something like tree structured hierarchy will be there in your house. In the similar manner, HTML also will have some DOM, document object model. Did you understand? So this is very, very important. After developing the application, keep that application on the server so that end user will access this particular application via browser and internet. Did you understand? So your HTML page will be loaded in browser. So whenever the HTML page is loaded in the browser, then one document object is created, and this document object is responsible to access the HTML element values at runtime. Is it clear? Document object and window object is there. Window object is BOM. Document object is DOM. And under this window object also you have three methods are there. Three functions are there. One is alert function. Other one is prompt box. Another one is confirm box. What we discussed in the last video about dialog boxes belongs to window object. Okay na? So what is the advantage of this DOM means? For example, if I try to create one form something like this, enter first name, and here I'll try to give something like enter last name, and here I'll try to give something like some button display. Are you following everyone? So here I'll try to take one text box, enter first name one text box, enter last name one text box, and one button that is display. Did you understand everyone? So if you want to design this form, you can design the form by using what? HTML. HTML purpose is to design the form. Now my requirement is what? Whenever the user will enter the first name, if I try to give the first name as Anil, and here the user will enter the last name I'll give as Kumar. If I give the first name Anil and last name Kumar, now when I click on this button, I want to catch these values. I want to catch Anil and Kumar and display the full name, that is Anil Kumar. Now these all text boxes are available inside where form tag. Form tag is available inside where body tag. So actually this is HTML only. Once when the HTML page is loaded in the browser, your total HTML elements are converted into JavaScript objects. A document object is created. Whatever the elements that are available in your page, all these elements can be accessible by using this object. Is it clear? So JavaScript is popular to perform DOM traversal and DOM manipulation. JavaScript is popular to perform what? DOM traversal and DOM manipulation. So now you can get doubt, sir, what is this DOM traversal? DOM traversal means if you want to catch the HTML element values at runtime. If you want to catch the HTML element values at what time? Runtime. Is it clear? Catching these values, Anil and Kumar. This Anil and Kumar is available inside where? Text box 1. Let us assume in text box 1, I entered Anil. And in text box 2, I entered Kumar. Now, where is Anil? Anil is available inside T1. Where is T1? T1 is available inside form tag. Where is form tag? Inside body. Where is body? Inside HTML. So generally, if you want to catch the values, you have to follow the hierarchy. But what this document object will do, with this document object, you can catch the any element that is available. If you want to identify the HTML elements at runtime, then we'll use this document object. Okay, na? Now you can it consists of, it is a ready-made object actually. JavaScript consists of objects. Don't have classes, but it will have objects. It consists of some ready-made functions like write method is there. Similarly, some get element by ID methods. These all are predefined functions. We'll discuss about these all predefined functions in future classes. And here you have get element by name. These all are predefined functions. Similarly, inner HTML. These all consists of predefined functions and variables. So what is DOM traversal means? Catching the HTML element values at runtime is called as DOM traversal. If you want to perform any operations, if you want to write any logic, user will enter the values in the HTML text boxes. If you want to catch the HTML element, identify the HTML elements at runtime, that concept is called as DOM traversal. And if you want to modify the content of HTML elements at runtime, if you want to do any modifications, changing the height, width at runtime, then that concept is called as DOM manipulation. Is it clear? So DOM main responsibility is to access the HTML element values at runtime. Every HTML element is converted into JavaScript objects. Okay, na? So in order to access that particular HTML element values at runtime, JavaScript has given some this DOM is available. Did you understand that? So you no need to do anything. Your responsibility is what are the functions that are available in that particular DOM, how to access that particular DOM elements. That clarity is required for you. If you want the default BOM, actually BOM means browser object model. The top level object is window object. So generally, if you write alert, okay, or window.alert also, you will get the output. Did you understand? So document is a object. So first of all, you must know actually what is object. Object consists of variables and methods, functions. Object consists of what? Variables and functions actually. Is it clear? Object consists of variables and functions. Variable purpose is to store the value. Function purpose is to perform operations. Did you understood? I hope you understood. All HTML elements will convert into JavaScript objects. Then only you can perform operations on that particular elements. If you want to apply the dynamic styles, or if you want to apply DOM traversal, catching the values at runtime. I want to catch this Anil and Kumar. Okay, now I can identify this element by using this object name, document dot some method names or function names, so that you can identify the elements. So DOM is very powerful in JavaScript. See, let us see what is DOM manipulation. DOM manipulation means modifying the content of HTML element value attributes at runtime. For example, you take one text box here. Input type is equal to text. Here input is element. Type is attribute. Text is value. So if you want to modify the text, if you want to apply some dynamic styles, and if any error will come, I want to display the border color of the text box must be in red color, or if no error, it is in blue color. Every HTML will have some attributes, no? That attributes will have some values, no? If you want to modify the content of HTML element attribute values at runtime, that concept is called as DOM manipulation. So this is what you can work with DOM, document object model. So whenever the HTML page is accessible by browser, HTML page will be loaded in browser. Then a document object is created. This document object consists of some ready-made functions, and this document object is responsible to perform the operations on HTML elements at runtime. So DOM traversal means catching the HTML element values at runtime is called DOM traversal. DOM manipulation means modifying the content of HTML element values at runtime. That is DOM manipulation. For more videos, try to subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.